Hi, I'm Kristy Wong, a junior in the MSB majoring in finance and marketing. I was born in Australia, but I grew up in Hong Kong. I plan to pursue investment banking after graduation, but I've always had an interest in advertising and just being able to sell an idea or product. Along the line of this, one of my hobbies is actually managing a food blogging Instagram page where I get to take aesthetic photos of my favorite dishes and collaborate with restaurants to promote their brands. And so back when I was in Hong Kong, I was lucky enough to be invited by numerous restaurants to taste test their menus for free, and I was also able to write reviews for them in exchange. And it continues to be a fun pastime of mine. I first heard about the Phonathon position through my friend Yu Hao, who has worked as a student caller since last October. He told me that the day to day involves him being active on a dialing system that automatically gives him a name to call, and then if a donation is confirmed, the system will either send a link or money is automatically deducted from the donator's credit card. This position, the position its purpose is to connect with Georgetown alumni and convince them to offer philanthropic gifts that help support scholarships, academic programs, as well as improve facilities and the quality of education across campus. The Phonathon greatly appeals to me because I believe that the position embodies the perfect combination of my interests and experience in customer service, marketing, and communications. For example, this past summer, I interned at a firm called Tong Hai Financial, and I was responsible for calling clients who had dormant accounts and remind them to perform a transaction. This could either be transferring money into their accounts, purchasing or selling stocks, or also giving permission to close their accounts. And so this task involves communication and interpersonal skills, as well as the aspect of having to ask for money. So I definitely think it's extremely applicable and transferable to my role as a student caller. Besides that, I've had conversations with over or close to 100 alumni, and so I had to develop personal connections and also be able to connect with them. I definitely felt like it was a nerve-wracking or maybe experience, or I thought it would be, but I quickly learned that I enjoy listening to their stories, whether it be about their time at Georgetown or their current jobs, and being personable enough to stay in touch with them. It was definitely a fulfilling and exciting experience for me, and so I'd very much love to take a similar approach and attitude when it comes to my duties as a student caller. Of course, I'm also motivated to give back to Georgetown because of how supported I have felt throughout my time here. I wish to assist other students when it comes to scholarships and also financial aid because I have a lot of friends who are in the CSP or BSP who rely on these funds to receive an education. And so I feel even more invigorated to carry out Georgetown's mission in increasing both socioeconomic and also racial diversity in the student population. I firmly believe that an effective way to compel someone to help you or dedicate their resources to you is by making them feel as if they can see themselves in you or that they're able to develop a meaningful rapport. This is why, if I were to convince them and Georgetown alumni to give back, I would make it a priority to build a genuine connection and get to know them before asking for donations. This would dispel any discomfort or annoyance that they might feel, or any possible negative perception that they may have if they feel like my only motive is to get their money. I would encourage them to talk about their experience in Georgetown as an undergraduate to not only hopefully incite a sense of nostalgia, but also to make them feel more inclined to help out students who are now walking along the same path that they have once been on. I would also remind alumni that Georgetown University played a significant role in getting them to where they are now so that they feel more generous with making donations. I definitely can vouch that this method works because even during my networking calls, I was able to learn that alumni wanted to help me the most when I was being open and truthful about my undergraduate experience and when they felt like they could relate to my struggles or concerns. I also think it's very important to inform alumni where exactly their money is going to because this would help them understand the positive impact that their actions are having on the university as a whole. So this can, I would tell them that it's going to scholarships, professional development, sustainability initiatives, programs that promote racial justice, and much more. And so I definitely think that it will make them more generous and more willing to help and give back as well. My experience in both finance and marketing, where not only networking is such an essential part of my career, but also the ability to understand a certain target audience and communicate with them, makes me a great asset to the team. I'm also adaptable and innovative since, as an international student, I've had to engage with a melting pot of cultures and understand a broad range of perspectives. Especially since Hong Kong is such a diverse city, I think that my growing up there has really helped me become more of a understanding and relatable person in that sense, where I get to put myself in other people's shoes easily. On top of that, I know multiple languages, including Cantonese, Mandarin, as well as a bit of French. And so, if the opportunity arises, I think that my diverse background can help me relate more deeply with alumni and convince them to make donations. Because I spent my first year of college entirely on Zoom online back home in Hong Kong, I've become extremely familiar with the remote environment, and I'm capable of working productively and comfortably under remote conditions. Being online didn't stop me from showing up to classes on time, completing my assignments successfully, keeping up with club activities, and managing my time effectively while simultaneously dealing with the 12-hour time difference. And so I believe that I have the necessary qualifications and skills that would be needed in this role. Again, my name is Kristy Wong. I appreciate your time considering me as the Phonathon student caller, and I hope I hear back from you soon. Thank you.